What if a mother is ready to go to prison just to save her own daughter? And what if that daughter might actually let her do it? Today's story from General Hospital is not just dramatic. It's deeply emotional, shocking, and honestly a little disturbing. We're talking about Nina and Willow, a mother-daughter relationship that has gone way beyond love and is now stepping into dangerous territory. Because right now, one question is hanging in the air. How far is too far when it comes to protecting your child? Let's start from the beginning of this intense situation. Nina has always wanted one thing in life: to be a mother. Not just casually, but deeply, desperately. It's something that shaped her decisions, her mistakes, and even some of her darkest moments in the past. So when she finally found out that Willow is her daughter, it changed everything for her. Even though their relationship didn't start smoothly, even though there was tension, anger, and a lot of emotional distance, Nina never stopped trying. Slowly, she worked her way into Willow's life. Slowly, she earned a place in her heart. But now, things have taken a very dark turn. Willow is no longer the same person she used to be. She's making dangerous decisions. She's crossing lines that shouldn't be crossed. And worst of all, she's pulling her own mother into it. At one point, Willow actually forced Nina into silence by blackmailing her. Yes, you heard that right. A daughter blackmailing her own mother. That alone says a lot about how unstable things have become. But here's the shocking part. Even after all of that, Nina is still standing by Willow's side. She's not walking away. She's not exposing her. Instead, she's trying to protect her. In fact, Nina has even brought Rick into the situation, trying to figure out a way to save Willow before the truth comes out. And what truth are we talking about? An attempted murder. And not just that. Everything Willow has done after that failed attempt, especially involving Drew, has made things even worse. This isn't a small mistake anymore. This is serious. This is life-changing. And Nina knows it. She knows how bad things are. She knows the consequences could be huge. But still, she refuses to let her daughter face it alone. Because in Nina's eyes, Willow is still her child. Even when Willow makes terrible choices, even when she hurts people, even when she crosses every moral line, Nina's love doesn't change. That's what makes this situation so powerful and so heartbreaking. According to insights from behind the scenes, Nina is deeply worried about Willow, not for herself, but for her daughter's mental state. She sees something is wrong. She feels that Willow is not thinking clearly anymore. But instead of stepping back, Nina steps closer. She sacrifices more. She gives more. She risks more. Because that's what she believes a mother should do. But here's where things get really uncomfortable. There's a growing fear that Willow might take things even further. What if, when everything comes crashing down, Willow decides to shift the blame? What if she lets Nina take the fall? Think about that for a second. A mother who is already sacrificing everything. A daughter who has already crossed so many lines. And a situation where the easiest escape is letting someone else suffer. And the most shocking part? Nina might actually allow it. Yes, she might willingly go to prison, if it means saving Willow. That's how deep her love goes. But at the same time, that's how dangerous this situation has become. Because once that happens, there's no turning back. If Nina takes the blame, she loses everything. Her freedom, her life, her future. And Willow, she might walk away. But at what cost? Because after that, she will have no one left. She has already damaged so many relationships, burned so many bridges, lost so much trust. Nina might be the last person still standing beside her. And if she sacrifices herself too, then Willow will be completely alone. To really understand this story, you have to look at Nina's past. She's not perfect. In fact, she's made some very dark choices before. There was a time when her desire to be a mother pushed her into extreme actions, actions that people still remember. So, in a way, Nina understands what it's like to lose control. She understands what desperation feels like. And maybe that's why she can't judge Willow completely. Maybe she sees a part of herself in her daughter. Maybe she believes that if someone had stood by her back then, things could have been different. So now, she's doing what she wishes someone had done for her, standing by her child, no matter what. But the big question is that love or is that blindness? This story hits hard because it reflects something very real. Parents often want to protect their children at any cost, but sometimes protecting them too much can actually make things worse. If Willow never faces the consequences of her actions, will she ever change? And if Nina keeps sacrificing herself, how far will it go? This could end in two ways. Either Willow realizes what she's doing and stops, or she goes too far and loses everything, including the one person who loved her unconditionally. So what do you think? Is Nina doing the right thing, or is she making the biggest mistake of her life? And do you think Willow will change, or is she already too far gone? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion. And I'll see you in the next video.